New year, new mining career. Welcome to Australian Mining for New Starters, and in today's video I just want to say Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to everybody. And if you are thinking about getting or changing a career this new year into a new industry, then mining would probably have to be one of the best industries to change into in Australia at the moment. It is all go, but it's all go in a different place than most of the media is talking about. The media will have you pointed towards coal and iron ore, where really you should be looking at the gold mines and all the metals that go in to make up the batteries that are going to go into all the electric vehicles, because that's where the real growth is. So if we come over to our map that I have up, and this is a map of all the hard rock mines around Australia that are gold mines and all the mines that make the metals that go into the batteries, and as you can see there's lots around the country. So there's stuff in Tasmania, there's a little bit of stuff in Victoria, there's lots of stuff in the middle of New South Wales, up north in Queensland, South Australia, Northern Territory, and bucket loads over here in WA. So if you type underground into Seek, you'll see all the jobs come up, and they're everywhere. That's Glencore entry level in Queensland, Sprybar in New South Wales, Kalgoorlie looking for people for Northern Star. They're the guys that own the super pit. There's just jobs left, right and centre. So it's all about just showing the employers that you know what you're getting yourself into, and you know how their mine works to get one of these hard rock underground jobs. And you can do that using the sponsors Intro to Underground Mining, their DIY package. They do a work ready package. It's a little bit more expensive, but that one you get help from a ticketed WA shift boss. They redo your resume, do interview prep and all that sort of stuff. If you do the DIY yourself, the reason we call it the DIY is that all that information about how to redo your resume, interview prep, all that sort of stuff is in the back of the Australian Mining Seminar here, so you can do it yourself. It takes about an hour and a half to 2 hours to sort your resume out yourself. The other thing you can do is have a look at our video blog page, and we've got all the videos that I do on the YouTube channel loaded up there, or that I've done lately, and they also load up the mining job hunt videos. And these are the weekly job hunt videos that I do that show you where the jobs are around the country. We collect them and we put them on our mining jobs to apply for page, which is also on the website. So if you want a job in the new year, my advice would be not to muck around with coal and iron ore, because the rest of the country's trying to do that, because that's all the media is talking about. My advice would be to go for one of these hard rock underground jobs, because literally every mine in Australia is having to hire new starters to fill the nipper and the truck and the offsider jobs around the country, whereas with the surface work in coal and iron ore, there's only limited spots and there's thousands of people applying. Whereas with the underground, because the media is not onto it, there's not that many people applying. It's much easier to get in. But just make sure that you go through the channel and have a look at all the videos, so you know about the pros and cons about getting into the hard rock underground, because it's not plain sailing. If you just try and get into it without any mining knowledge, then you're probably setting yourself up for failure. You need to try and get into it with your mining knowledge intact. Again, you can use the sponsors DIY training package to do that, but when you go in knowing how the mine works, it gives you a clear advantage over everybody else, and it sets you up for a long-term career, and it's going to help you make that first 6 months, which is the first mark that you've got to make on your long-term career. You've got to make it past that first 6 months in your first job. So I hope you found that information helpful, and I just want to wish everybody a really good Christmas and a happy new year. And if you're looking for a new career in the new year, then hard rock underground is probably the best and easiest way to get into the mining industry. So I hope you found that information helpful, and if you could like and subscribe the channel and share this information around, that would be wonderful. Thanks.